When the Amorite kings, west of the Jordan, and all the Canaanite kings along the coast heard the news that the Lord had miraculously dried up the Jordan River right before the Israelites, their hearts melted in fear. All the courage they once had simply vanished. They no longer dared to stand against the people of God. It was during this time that the Lord spoke to Joshua. He said, "Make flint knives and circumcise the Israelites again." So, with unwavering obedience, Joshua fashioned knives from flint and performed the circumcision at a place that would be known as Gibeath-Haraloth, or the Hill of Foreskins. There was a profound reason for this command. You see, the entire generation of fighting men who had left Egypt had perished in the wilderness. They had died because they disobeyed the Lord's voice. God had sworn they would never see the promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey. But their sons, the new generation born during the long journey through the desert, had not been circumcised. It was this new generation that Joshua was now preparing, renewing their covenant with God, marking them as his chosen people, ready to inherit the promise. After the entire nation underwent this sacred rite, they rested. They remained in their camp at Gilgal, allowing their bodies to heal under the watchful eyes of the Lord. It was then that God said to Joshua, "Today I have rolled away the reproach of Egypt from you." And that is why the place is called Gilgal to this very day, a name that means rolling, too. It was a powerful symbol of their past, shame being rolled away, replaced by a new identity and a fresh start. On the evening of the 14th day of the month, as they were camped on the plains of Jericho, the Israelites celebrated the Passover for the first time in their new land. And then, something incredible happened. The very next day, they ate from the produce of the land itself, unleavened bread and roasted grain. On that day, the manna, the miraculous bread from heaven that had sustained them for 40 years, ceased. It was gone. From that moment on, they would eat from the bounty of Canaan, the land God had promised them. As the conquest of Jericho drew near, Joshua went out to survey the city. As he approached its mighty walls, he looked up and suddenly saw a man standing in front of him, holding a drawn sword. The sight was both startling and powerful. Joshua, ever the vigilant leader, immediately challenged him. "Are you for us, or for our enemies?" he demanded. The man's reply was astonishing and shifted Joshua's entire perspective. "Neither," he answered. "Christ is commander of the army of the Lord. I have now come." In an instant, Joshua understood he was in the presence of a divine being. He fell face down to the ground in worship and asked, "What message does my Lord have for his servant?" "Thig." The commander of the Lord's army replied with a command that echoed a similar moment in Moses' life. "Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy." And Joshua did so, humbling himself before the captain of heaven's hosts. The stage was set. The land of promise lay before them, and Joshua was not alone. The Lord was with him, and the armies of heaven were already on the move. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Scripture. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that brings the Bible to life. We'll see you in the next video.